according to one student, our next teacher takes the time to get to know each of his students, and he really cares about them. He also makes math so much fun. Let's visit the classroom of North Naples Middle School math teacher, Sean Brosig.
Okay, today we are taking care of reviewing, getting ready for that FCAT that is coming up. If you get done and you've seen the question done that, you know, you're like, oh, okay, I'm done now, I'm good, I've seen everything, then at that point, you guys can feel free to move back into the FL Center. So the centers kind of helps shake things up a little bit, gets them moving, and then they see the problems in different formats, from textbook or from workbook or from the computer. So at this point, you've got a question that comes up. And so I think that variety kind of helps them from that aspect, that they get to see it from different sources. How about 15 and 27? They're both divisible by 3, which makes this one 9, makes this one 5, 2 units. It's an algebraic, an expression is over here. The whole thing with an equal sign is... You got it. Okay, math builds upon itself. And the only way that you can fix the entire thing as a whole is to go back to first grade and second grade and third grade and make sure that those basic concepts are mastered, not covered. And the problem is there's so much in the curriculum for every single grade level that there is not enough time for mastery. Some of the students are struggling with some of those basic concepts so much that it is a huge challenge to overcome. Dig through here, show me your work, and if that is like I said, you can see where it can look like an I or an F9. And so you have areas equal to base times I half, this times 12 times the base divided by 2. You know, I've got an expectation that they are going to work at math. It's not going to come easy to everybody, and even the people who, like I said for myself, I was always felt like I was a very competent math student, but I still did the homework every night. And if you build up that work ethic in the lower grade levels, it's easier to continue it. Now, this section here covers what 2 concepts? Fractions and decimals.
Decimals, because I thought it said in dollars.
And that was the exact same thing that Brendan just said about a couple of minutes ago. Is he said he saw the in dollars, making sure that each student knows that they're important and making sure that they're valued. Making sure that if they ask a question that I answer it. If not at that second because of time, then at least by the end of the class period, make sure I've addressed their need.
Good evening. My name is Carl Simon. When I got the call asking if I would introduce my teacher tonight, I was extremely thrilled and honored. It must be like when Mr. Brosig got the call from the Guinness Book of World Records asking him how many neckties he has. Have you seen his ties? Let me borrow this one. Or when he calls times up for my favorite math game in the world, the unfair game. It's just so unfair. But of all the calls, I'm most proud to call him my golden apple teacher. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to introduce my teacher, Mr. Brosig.
Escorting Sean Brosig is Dan Lavender of Moorings Park and Craig Trevelyan of Fifth Third Bank.
Tonight is a magnificent celebration honoring teachers. I am fortunate to have learned from a variety of quality educators. My teachers helped me, made me laugh, set high expectations, cared about me, reined me in when I was not at my best, and challenged me. They are responsible not only for sharpening my mathematical proficiency and developing my ability to read and write, but have inspired me to choose a noble career dedicated to helping children. Their methods and personalities have shaped the way that I teach. I discovered the importance of making personal connections from Mr. McQuilkin, who took the time to get to know me. I learned not to tolerate horseplay from Mrs. Brunberg when I approached her desk with a pencil stuck in my hand. Dr. Thibodeau demonstrated the power of voice inflection as a tool to keep students attentive. He spoke that way. True story. I realized how goofy things can enhance memory strategies when Mr. Ivory said, the symbol for gold is AU. Like, hey, you, come back with my gold watch. Paradise Jewelers, thank you. I learned to always keep an eye on my students from Mr. Lucas, who wrote on the board over his shoulder because a student once hurled a desk at him. Dr. Battle showed me the power of positive feedback with words that made you feel like your research and essays were nothing short of miraculous. Everything I know about corny jokes, I learned from Mr. Golish, who said, complimentary angles are angles that say, my, what beautiful rays you have. Do you get it, Carl? Because they say nice things about each other. And I discovered how intense passion for your subject area is contagious from Mr. Patrick, who made a math enthusiast eager to explore geography. These amazing teachers, among others, have influenced the way that I teach. Their qualities that made such a difference in my education are evident in my classroom each day. They have made an impact on my life and therefore make an impact on the lives of every one of my students. For this, I am grateful. And maybe, if I continue to teach this way, each year there will be more and more of my former students who are recognized for achievements, standing in front of audiences like you, saying once they had a teacher named Mr. Brosig who made a difference in their life. Thank you very much.